In this session we'll look into how to create a login page in PHP using AJAX query. So initially we'll create one login page named login.php. In this file we'll have one text field wherein username will be entered, second one password field, and one button. So I will enter all that in one table. td input text, and we'll set name as txt user or txt name. We'll keep the same id as txt name, and size of this as 20. We add one more row. To that row, or in that row, we'll add the password field. So one, just enter password. Just a second. td okay, input. Now we'll just change this text to password, and again we'll have name as txt password, and we'll keep the same for id txt password. And let's consider width also. We keep it same as 20. Thereafter in the next row we'll add the button, but let's have call span of 2. Just a second. Yeah, call span 2. And now the button. We won't change the name or won't provide any id for this, but we'll add just only one on click event. So let's consider on click. Let's consider name as check. Now we need to add this check function in the JavaScript. So let's add the JavaScript in head section. So script, okay, source I write as in JS login.js. So JS is a folder in which I'm keeping all JavaScripts. So let's save it, and let's have a new file, and let's consider the name of new file. It should be the same, login.js. Okay, we'll first check whether it's working or not. So we'll add one that function and keep the name as check, whatever we are given for that function. And let's consider on click. We'll just write there will pop up of hello programmer and the semicolon. Yes, let's save it, and let's open the localhost. My root folder is parent folder php tut, and file is some mistake. Yeah, login. L should be small. Bingo, we go there. Okay, the button is a little bit less small, accept, but it's working. It's small because we haven't written any name or something like that. So let's give the name over here. Let the caption be submit. Let us save it, and let's refresh the page. Bingo, it worked. Okay, now getting back, let me adjust the brightness. It's quite bright. Okay, in the script, now let us add the AJAX code $.AJAX. Okay, now before we add that, what we will do, let's fetch those names, username, password. So we use uname, or okay, let's consider user as document dot get element by id. We'll put that name dot value. Similarly, we'll require the password also, equal to document dot get element by id dot value. So what we'll do, we'll go to that page and we'll copy that id. We paste of here of username and here of password. Copy and paste over here. Okay, so let's save it. Now in AJAX, we need to first provide the URL. So we'll create one page called activation or validation.php. then type will be post, comma type post, it should be in caps, comma then data, what the data we are going to pass. So we are going to pass username password, so uname colon user, so that's the synonym we are using, parameter name, and password pswd, the one which we have taken up. Alright, after that comma, and we are going to use the JSON data because the either true or false value is going to be sent up. So data type colon JSON, it should be in double quotes, everything should be in capital. Alright, and on success we call upon the function, and definitely something will be sent, the JSON data. So data, and let's start. Okay, so definitely it's going to send either true or false. We can go as if shall I go, wait, if data dot wait, what we do, we'll first create that validation page. Let me save. Okay, this is the URL which we are going through. So let's create one new file and we'll copy the name as it is, and we'll save this page in the parent folder, that is php tut validation.php. Save. Okay, so let's start the validation. It's a PHP page, so we require the PHP tag. What's wrong with the keyboard? Just a second. Yeah, PHP. Yeah, it's working. Then first create a connection. So we'll use mysqli underscore connect. mysqli underscore connect. To this we'll pass 4 parameters. First the localhost, that's your server name, followed by the username root, and this is my password. I said my password right now, and then the name of your database. So my name of database is php tut, so let me show you that first. So let me start the SQL server. Hold on. That's working, just a minute. Yeah, it started. So that is the folder database I'm using, php tut. Okay, and the table which I'm using is the login table. So I'll show the table afterwards. So let's start with that. Thereafter my SQL query, SQL equal to select star from login where username. I need to make sure that whatever the column name is there, it should be the same case as given in the table. Username equal to, and then I will pass that. I will take the parameter uname which we have passed in the data field of AJAX query. Yeah, it's uname, so I'll just copy this and I will paste. Okay, where username equal to that, and password, I think there's something wrong, but still let's finish with this and then we'll check with the field name, bracket dollar underscore post in the square bracket. Okay, so let me copy this, pswd. Okay, where it is, okay, there. I copied and I'll just paste over there. Okay, and then the semicolon. Now one field I need to just cross check that field, so let me open the MySQL server. Workbench, come on, be quick. I think the password is a little bit wrong. P has to be capital. Check करते, it's loading by the time. So we'll fetch the result as MySQL underscore query. To that we'll pass 2 parameters, one the connection that is gone, and second the SQL query, semicolon. And next.